Excuse me, my stomach does that sometimes when I'm hungry. And hello everyone, welcome to my very first Let's Play of Secret of Mana on the PlayStation 4. Now, some of you are probably wondering, why would I choose this as my very first video for my Let's Plays on YouTube? Oh, I love that reveal. Now, I'm not going to narrate this part because I really don't take this game that seriously, as much as I love this game, and I've played this game ever since I was a kid. Time and time again. Oh, I love how it looks like the box art. It's so pretty. The artist was so good behind this. Okay, let's see. Game. Replace that. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I do love this game. It's one of my favorites from my childhood, and it's one of the first RPGs I ever beat on multiplayer. But this game is it's just a hoot to play if you want to, like, pop the logic every now and then. So, I'll show you what I mean in a second. Yes, English, because I love the English voiceovers in this. And I love the fact that the official name for the main character is Randy. It's so unorthodox, and I love it. Now let's get ready for the super serious narration, for the super serious story.
Long ago, the world prospered and humanity thrived thanks to a power known as mana. However, humans soon sought to use mana to create the ultimate weapon, a floating battleship called the Mana Fortress. This greedy arrogance angered the gods, who in turn unleashed vicious beasts into the world. A violent war between the mana beasts and the fortress engulfed the world in poison and fire until mana had all but disappeared. In humanity's bleakest hour, a hero wielding the mana sword appeared and destroyed the fortress.
Like taking a toothpick to a lawnmower.
The world was left in shambles, and yet humanity persevered, and there was peace throughout the land.
Until some greedy son of a bitch decided to do this all again.
But as time passes, so history repeats.
What a super serious story this is going to be.
Hey! Guys! Wait! Up!
PlayStation 4 graphics, everybody.
Quiet, stupid. If the Elder finds us here, we're done for.
Yeah. We're not supposed to be here. Everyone in the village knows about the ghost.
Were these the director's
You really
family
believe that,
members who
Tim?
did the voices for
The
some of
grown-ups
these
just say there's a
characters?
ghost to scare us away.
Oh, and these poor children were born with the ugliest
But
single
I
emote
did
faces.
hear Grandma say she saw something shiny by the falls when she was little.
Maybe it's treasure. Let's go find it.
Oh my god, we totally should do that. JRPG trope coming in. Remember, people, if you are a protagonist in a JRPG, falls like that will not kill you. I'm serious. Almost every JRPG I have ever played in my life since I was a kid, that trope has existed throughout time.
Whoa!
I mean, take a look at the cast of Final Fantasy 13. Those people fell from the sky at terminal velocity, and they still somehow came out unscathed.
There's no way back up. Now what am I gonna do?
Now, for a lot of people who complain about this game, like, it's not as pretty as the original Super Nintendo game, but I still like this game despite the graphics. Although I have to say it's a little questionable why they had to make the minimap the original 2D graphics in the upper right-hand corner. It seems like a very odd choice. It's like telling the players, hey, remember when it used to look like this? Now it looks like a video game that looks like a really nice PS2 graphics on your cell phone. Oh boy. But I'm still thankful that this game came out, because now I get to play it all for you. Okay, one of the things that actually was funny about this is that these little divots in the river here, on the Super Nintendo version, they always looked like the rivers were encased in these giant, like, basins or something, and you'd be falling out of the river if you exited it for some reason. It was the oddest design choice.
Huh? The village is this way, but I'll never get through here without a weapon.
Oh my god, if only he had a lawnmower! Or a pair of scissors or something! Ugh, to think. This JRPG protagonist gets stumped by thick bushes and grass. Just strutting along, and only now does he see the shining sword.
Who are you? And what's a sword doing here? To right. What's with this light? Oh, ghost!
Now, you're supposed to say it, a ghost! Like Shaggy from Scooby.
Trust the sword. I do you.
Huh? What do you mean? Ugh, what's up with this sword?
Did you just notice it in your hand?
The light's fading already. Oh, I have to get back to the village.
I'm gonna be late for school like every other protagonist! Oh no, wait, this is video games, not anime, but almost general plot. We can do it! Now we can use an epic weapon to mow the lawn!
I can cut my way through with this.
My god, he'll always have a summer job after this!
Whoa! What's a rabbi doing in a place like this?
One of the cutest creatures in the Mana series, and yet your first task as an RPG protagonist is to kill rabbits. Normally I don't condone violence against rabbits, but considering that these little bastards will kill you, it's gonna be allowed. Oh god, I love this game. Nope. What life would be if when you died, you exploded into particle effects and bubbles? That'd be such a confusing world if you died. I mean, what if you died outside your village, and everyone's just like, what the hell happened to Frank? I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he ran off somewhere. Oh yeah, and this is the all-famous Mana series circle menu. A lot of people still complain about these menus to this day, but I actually don't really have a problem with them. Let's see, we have the action grid, which is supposed to help you control your NPC computer-controlled players most of the time. Your status menu for your weapons. This is actually new, the guidebook. Shows you the characters, monsters you've encountered, and the weapons. Aw, ain't he cute. I have always wanted a plushie of these guys. I sometimes see like keychains of them going on sale, but I never have the money to get them. And let's see what else is there. Oh yeah, this, let's see, here it is, the game log. This is a first for this game. The fact that you actually have this thing really saves you a lot of trouble, because in the original game, if you didn't pay attention to any of the dialogue, you were screwed on where to go most of the time. And especially if it got to the open world part of the game. Okay, status. Okay, and everything else is in order. Oh, I forgot. One of the PlayStation 4 bonuses you get with this game when you buy it, well, when I bought it early, you get access to the DLC costumes, and I love playing with these on. Especially with Randy, I dress him up in a tiger suit. Because I love the idea that Randy is literally trying to save the world in his favorite tiger pajamas. And ta-da! Ain't he the cutest? Time to mow the lawn again. Okay, so some of you are probably wondering if you haven't played this game before. The reason why I only take one hit at a time is because at the bottom of the screen you'll notice that there's a little bar that charges up every time. When it reaches 100%, it means that I can do a full hit or a possible critical hit on an enemy. But if I do it multiple times, I can only do like 50%, 49%, that sort of thing. That's how much strength I'll have behind each attack. Which is why you gotta strategize when it comes to like enemy placement and how you try to attack everyone. It's an interesting system, but I'm actually kind of glad they got rid of it for the next game. And hopefully one day we will play Trials of Mana on here, because I love that game even more than this one. And isn't that amazing? That Rabbite had a chest in its cavity that was filled with candy. And apparently if you kill small creatures, they're like piñatas in this world. You never know what prize you're gonna get. And shout out to the devs from the original game. I love the little animations that they did with the sprites and everything, especially the opening the treasure chest thing. It was so cool back in the day. Got more candy. This is actually a pretty good place to grind in the very beginning of the game, because you can get a little bit of money, you can get some extra items and candy, so that way you don't have to spend some money at the store for a while. That you can get like maybe a level up or two when like you're leveling up your weapon. And that's one of the things that's a bit interesting in this game, is that each of the weapons that you acquire in this game, each of them has to be leveled up in order to be strengthened by each character. Which, for completionists, that's the big pain in the ass right there. Okay. Oh, a sign all the way out here. Forest off limits. Oh, some naughty teenagers are not going to read that. Rabbi took a critical hit. Okay, mowing the lawn again. Oh, 3. At level 2. Did I get the sword level up yet? Yes, I did. Okay, so this is one of the cool things about the battle in this game. If you hold the X button, or action button, and you let go, you get a cool little critical hit. Now, the more you level up the weapon, the more you need it to charge up in order to actually unleash another powerful attack. It's interesting, but the problem with that is that some of the attacks can hit or miss big time. So, it kind of... I don't know, it's kind of a big risk-reward thing if you're trying to charge up the attack. I wonder if you assume that every time I change screens it says loading, it's loading my thoughts. Huh.
Did you see that? Something lit up the sky near the falls a moment ago. I have a bad feeling about it.
Okay, for as B or C listy as some of the NPCs sound in this game, it's still pretty amazing that Square-Enix decided to have all the NPCs voiced by different people. Even some of the cast, if I think about it clearly.
The Elder was looking for you. What did you do this time?
Let's see, how much money do I have? 100 GP. Okay, I can buy some stuff. And this is another staple of the Mana series that I find both very strange and intriguing. Because the merchants, for some reason, in every Mana game, have to dance for some reason. It's this weird thing that the developers did, and I would love to question them about it sometime, because in almost every one of the games, the merchants do this really, like, cool-looking dance most of the time, and this version of the merchant looks like he's doing a combination of, like, a Bollywood Macarena or something. It's just... it's so weird, but so funny.
On an errand for the Elder? Don't dawdle. Welcome. What'll it be?
Wow, you totally sound like that's the accent of the country you're from. Okay, let's see. We got candy, overalls, wait a second. A whole thing of overalls costs less than a bandana. How cheaply made are these overalls exactly? Okay, let's see. Got some more candy. Oh yeah, this is a godsend in this game. In the original game, you could only have up to, I think it was maybe like 3 to 5 items max per thing. In this game, they upped it to 12.
Anything
And I
else?
am so thankful they did, because it makes the game so much easier.
Come again.
Okay, let's see. Equipment. Yeah, I learned this the hard way once. Do not click on the trash can first before you click on your item. You will throw that thing away and it'll cost you a lot of money to get it back. Okay, we got some more defense. And I bought overalls that I already had. Great. Wasted 20 GP. We'll just sell that to somebody else later. And you go back to dancing, you strange merchant man, you. Oh, there's my friends who abandoned me.
You're all right. Elliot just told me what happened.
I thought you were a goner.
Nope, you guys just left me to die.
That's why I told you not to bring someone like him along.
Well, screw you too, Timothy.
You idiots. None of you were supposed to wander into that area.
You should have done a better job of telling them they shouldn't go there.
What's that you have there? Oh no. It couldn't be.
What? I'm wearing my favorite pajamas outside. So what? I like them.
Cool. Did you find the treasure?
Where did it go?
What have you done? That's the mana sword. There's no way you could have pulled it free.
Why not?
Mana sword? But legend says the village will be destroyed if it's removed.
Say what?
I never thought it'd come to this. The mana sword is said to protect the village from disaster. But now...
So wait. The sword is supposed to be in the stone, and it protects the village that way. And if it's removed, the village will be destroyed? There's some flawed logic there in that legend.
Aha! So you're the reason all those monsters are attacking us.
What?
You yanked out the sword and doomed the whole village. It's your fault, you outsider.
Okay, that's just rude, Elliot. Oh my god!
Stop! Shut up. It's all your fault.
What the hell?
Leave me alone. An earthquake.
Oh, Elliot is slowly panic running around you. Sure, no one help him try not to fall in the hole.
Help! I'm a monster. You have a sword. Why don't you use it?
Oh, you mean me, the person with the sword that you said was dooming the village and told me to get out? Screw you.
Can you hear me? Calm down and study the enemy's movements to look for an opening.
Well, apparently it won't move unless you stop talking. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on. Whoa, what the? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh. Oh, God, your breath smells like old cheese and rotten milk. What the hell? Level 0? No, what the? No! No, God. Ah. Yes? One sec. Okay, sorry about that. My cat and my family had a problem for a second. I had to fix it real quick, so... sorry about that. I really hate interruptions. Okay, back to the game. I'll just edit that out later, try something. And after saving his ass, we never see Elliot again, thank God.
You seem to be in possession of the real mana sword. This is troubling.
Why is that?
Legend says the sword can
I love that they
only
keep the
retrieve
pajamas on in the
mana
cutscenes.
when the world is in peril. But you are far too young for such a responsibility. Something must be wrong with the mana sword.
Here, you take it.
No, I cannot. The sword has lost its power. It must be restored. Only the one who pulled it free can do that.
Then, what should I do?
Visit Sage Luca in the Water Palace. The sage has protected these lands for over 200 years. You would do well to listen to her advice.
She has got to be so old then.
I'll be off. I have duties to attend. My name is Jimmy, and I'll be waiting for you at the Water Palace.
I always thought his name was Gemma. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, Jesus. Finally, to get some praise for saving the village from this monster.
We can't ignore this.
We're at our wits' end. Who knows when another monster will appear?
The first monster just appeared today. What do you mean, what's end? And I was the one that killed it.
Oh, it's you. You've really done it this time. That sword has protected us for years.
By doing nothing but sitting in a rock.
Once you removed it, the monsters started attacking the village.
Really? So you're telling me that you built a fence around this village to protect it from monsters that never attacked the village not once? There is something screwy about your logic.
It's settled. We can't let him stay in the village anymore. He'll just bring more monsters.
Wow, way to scapegoat me.
Go!
Get out of here!
Yeah! Leave here now!
Oh god, this poor boy, his self-esteem is so low that even words hurt him.
I don't want to do this, but I have no choice. I banish you from this village.
You banish me?
There's a treasure chest downstairs. Take the contents and be on your way.
Wow, what a loving sentiment from a parent. I took care of me for all these years, and one monster attacks the village, and then, oh, go in the chest, go downstairs, get in the chest, and just get the hell out. You might cause more problems for people, like saving them from another rampaging monster.
Are you going somewhere? See you later.
Child, do you live in this basement? In fact, where are the bedrooms in this house? Yeah, $50. Nice. Banishing me from the village and all I get is $50. Can I take this armor with me? This seems very protective. Oh, cool. Shoutouts to the original first protagonist from the very first Final Fantasy Legends, which was the very first Mana game.
I took you in as a child, but there's nothing more I can do for you. Forgive me. You wouldn't remember. You were just a baby.
That's pretty obvious.
But I was there when your mother first came to this village.
Oh god, no. No, it's the sad protagonist music where we get a backstory from them. It's too sad sounding.
After she disappeared, I did my best to raise you.
Apparently not well enough if I was able to disobey you.
But today is the day we must part ways. I hope that you find your mother again someday. Goodbye.
Can you tell me anything about her, like a physical description, her name, what she looked like, just anything? You just throw me out of the village and say, I hope you find your mother again, with no description of her whatsoever. Wow, you are a terrible parental figure.
Do you have everything you need? By order of the Elder, you have been banished from Poto's village. Now be gone.
Okay, I did not want to stand any more time in that little bogus little village. Uh-oh. Okay, now this is a little fun part that I love. The Canon Travel Center. Okay, you know how I said how in every JRPG, if you're a protagonist, you don't have to worry about fall damage no matter the game you're in? Apparently, these guys, known as the Canon Travel Brothers, decided to make a business out of that by making a fast travel system where you travel by Canon. Allow me to demonstrate the insanity of this game.
Hi! We, the Canon Travel Brothers, are building a global network. Going to the Water Palace? Gemma's already left.
Can you imagine Gemma actually getting into a cannon with all that armor on?
It only takes one blast to get there by Canon. And Gemma's paid your way. Hop in. That's the spirit. Just pop yourself into the barrel.
Don't worry, it'll be just like you're a bullet being shot out of a gun. Never mind the boom that would probably break your eardrums at the same time. Oh god, my back! And yet I lived. Man, people are made out of some pretty durable stuff in this world to be able to survive being shot out of a cannon and yet landing on the ground in such a hard, very hard way. Oh, I think we stumbled onto the protagonist of another video game.
Pandora has sent us to fight Eleanor, the witch who lives in the haunted forest.
That's our leader, Major Dylan. He's young, but no one doubts his skill.
Okay. My friend Amir and I had no idea how to pronounce this guy's name because they didn't have voice acting back on the Super Nintendo, so we always called him Major Duck. Major Duck or Ducky. Because just dialogue sounded so weird in itself, so we just emphasized the whole duck thing.
He knows how dangerous this mission is, but I've never seen the Major waver. Major dialogue, sir. All set.
Understood. Stay focused, men. Let's move out.
Exit stage left, or stage right. Okay, here we go. We are now at the Water Palace, where Gemma told us to go.
There. Let's go.
Seriously, can you imagine him getting in that cannon and just flying with his cape? Just him going, up, up, and away! And then just slamming down on the ground. Oh god, I really wish somebody would draw that. Now, the setup for this temple is very odd, because apparently this woman gets locked in here whenever somebody visits her and leaves. So if she's on the other side of that, she's screwed.
Uh-oh. Where's Luca? I guess I'll ask that girl over there.
Okay. Fun thing that I never truly got about the original Super Nintendo version. The sprite for Luca, whenever I looked at her directly, made me think she was a man with a green mustache dressed in drag. I kid you not. The original sprite for this made Luca look like, if she looked at the screen, she looked like a man with a green mustache in drag. Oh god, I couldn't unsee it the first time I saw it. It's like, it's kind of similar to how whenever I played Final Fantasy VI for the Super Nintendo, all of the Empire guys always looked like mole people to me because they were all covered in brown armor. And their faces looked like buck teeth or something.
Hey, where do I find Luca?
Mind your manners. It's nice to see you again, Sadie.
You're very welcome.
Wait, you mean this little girl is 200 years old?
Damn! What kind of treatment does she do? Oh right, I can move now.
Luca, monsters have started invading villages. This young boy just fought one himself.
You underestimate my intelligence. World news flows into this palace with the water's own current.
I kind of forgot. Luca, I think, is unintentionally condescending to everyone around her. I don't know if she does it on purpose, but whoever translated or wrote the dialogue for her, she sounds like she's condescending to everyone. If you really listen to her dialogue.
Mana grows ever weaker. That could explain how this child was able to take the sword from its place of rest. His actions caused the balance of mana in this area to shift. Beasts are now rampaging across the land again.
Why does everyone blame me for this?
Evil in the world is working to steal away the power of the mana sword forever. By defeating monsters and obtaining their orbs, you can reforge and restore the sword's mana power.
I'm sorry, I should be old enough to be past juvenile humor, but I can't help it. I can't. Just the word orbs, it never sounded right to me. Okay. Okay, here we go.
It looks like your sword regained some power from vanquishing the mantis ant.
Oh, yeah, I forgot it's called the mantis ant. God, can you imagine how terrible that must have been? For like a mantis ant to be born?
There are more hidden orbs with the mana power to revive the sword. You must find them.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to start this channel off with juvenile humor, but I can't help it. Stop giving me ammo, lady.
If the Empire restores the fortress, they'll drain the world of mana power.
And that does what?
You must restore the mana sword to full power before then, or the world will be destroyed.
Wow, laying it on pretty thick for a kid.
So, where do I fit in?
You must become a hero who is worthy of the sword.
So no pressure at all.
That's impossible.
If the Empire restores the fortress, they'll drain the world of mana power.
Oh,
You
you're...
must restore the mana sword to full.
So, where do I?
You must become a hero.
Okay.
Come, hold the sword up to the seed on the altar.
Through a plot jargon gibbledy-goop, somehow this makes you more powerful. Putting a seed on your sword.
What happened?
The seed and the sword have now synchronized with each other. Now no matter where you are in the world, this mana seed can grant power to your mana sword. You found one of the 8 palaces. Now you must visit the others and obtain the powers of their seeds. I worry about you out in the world with only a rusted sword. Take this spear I imbued with holy water.
Sweet, we got the spear.
Use it along with the mana sword, and it too will regain its true power.
Awesome.
I'll heal you. Would
Thank
you
you.
like to save the game?
Ow! Ow! I laughed too quickly. I bit my tongue. Oh god, I forgot. I forgot how out of place that dialogue sounds. It hurt. Okay, I'm not bleeding, but just... Ow! Oh, goodness.
Take Gemma's advice and head to Gaia's Navel. There you can find the underground palace. To reach Gaia's Navel, head south through the kingdom of Pandora.
The most foreshadowing name in gaming town logic. Okay, see you, lady. I don't know who you hired to make the security in this place, but clearly they ripped you off, Luca. And off we go onto our adventure, where we have to go and talk to the king of Pandora, and then head to Gaia's Navel. The music is so catchy. Oh god. This is kind of ruined by the new game in a sense, but these flowers in the original game looked like the regular flowers that you would cut through. So the first time we ever saw these, they kind of scared us because the flower just kind of opened up and tried to eat you. Okay, there we go. Welcome to Neko's. Oh, I love this character. If there's one thing about this game I love more than anything, is that Neko is one of the other staples of these games that I just love. Plus, I love his theme song. Oh, and shout out to Nicolo, the little picture over there on the left. Nicolo is from Legend of Mana, and I cannot wait to play the remaster of that.
Welcome to Neckos. Do you need anything?
Okay, shut up. I love the cat puns that he says.
Oh, you're interested. What'll it be? Perfectly priced items of...
Okay, I'm gonna sell you these overalls I don't need.
Anything else?
What do you got to buy? Oh, good lord, I forgot. He really charges a lot for these items. Yeah, this bandana was 50 bucks in the village. Here it's $100. He doubles everything. And the worst part is, he does sometimes show up in some dungeons where you do need items, and the fact that he charges double is highway robbery, but the only thing that saves him is the fact that he's an adorable cat. So I will not be buying anything from him. I'll probably wait till the next village.
Anything else?
But there is one thing I will do. We are going to stop the video here. So we're going to save here and stay at the thing. And this is one of the reasons why I love this remaster or remake compared to the original. In the original game, there was barely any kind of character interaction between the main trio. So what they did was, and this is a rumor I found out about, apparently the original dialogue between the heroes was put inside the original game manual, like the FAQ guide that sometimes people would buy with their video games and get all the little hints and tricks on what to do and where to go. And they would insert little dialogue things that they were going to put in the game, but they couldn't fit in for time constraints, I guess. That, and apparently the whale sound effect took up half the cartridge space. I don't know why that was there. There isn't even a whale in this game, but we'll talk about that later. But the thing I love about this game is that in the inn, if you stay in there, sometimes you'll unlock a dialogue scene where you can get a bit of character development from them. You can learn a little more about them, which is one of the reasons why I like this game so much more than the original, because if I'm playing in single player mode, it does give me some extra content for learning more about the characters and how they interact with each other and how they deal with what they're dealing with. And this is one of the reasons why I love Randy as a character in this game.
30 GP. A good night's sleep would be perfect. Don't you agree?
Stop it. Oh. You're cute enough as it is, you highway robbery cat.
This is terrible. I should never have followed Elliot and Timothy. Who accidentally pulls out the mana sword anyway?
Yeah, it's like a 1 in a million chance. But this is one of the reasons why I love Randy, is because he is a very rare trope when it comes to protagonists. He is the reluctant hero, someone who knows he is in a lot of trouble, knows the situation. He doesn't really care that he's been chosen. He doesn't know if he's worthy enough to do it, but he is scared. He has a flaw in that he doesn't know if he can do this. And this is one of the reasons why I love him as a character in this game, is because he's uncertain when he starts, and through his journey he does grow as a person, which isn't really used that much. I think the last time I saw the reluctant hero in anything was probably Reed from Tales of Eternia. I would love to go back to that game someday. Maybe I'll do it on this channel.
Now the Elder's Wrath is the least of my worries. How am I going to survive in exile? When did my life become such a tragedy?
Aww. At least you have your tiger pajamas.
You will be fine.
Luca? Wait, where's your voice coming from?
You should know better. I'm always there with you.
A little disturbing, but okay.
Are you protecting me?
Yes, I will protect the one the Mana Sword has chosen. Know that you have people on your side during your journey.
I'm about as useful as a dead mentor's ghost.
Chosen? So, does that make me a hero? Like the legends?
We shall see.
Hero has a nice ring to it. Well, a hero can't be seen with some rusty old blade like this one. I'll head to Dwarf Village first thing tomorrow.
If it makes you happy, I'm glad you have a purpose now.
Oh my god! That's so mean! Oh my god, I keep forgetting how condescending Luca can be when she's talking to him. It's just, half the characters in this game are assholes to each other. That's just how they are. It's hilarious, but this kid is doing his best, lady. Come on.
Lighten up, Luca. Things will work out. After all, I've got you watching my back.
You don't disappoint.
Oh, goodness. Okay, get some rest. And he waves hello to a brand new day. But, my friends, we are going to call this quits here for now. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you had fun watching me play this game and poke fun at the logic and the world in general and everything, and gush about the game. And thank you very much for just being here in general. I really appreciate it, and I hope you stay tuned for the next one. Sorry about the little trouble I had earlier. I'll try to edit that out or something. But I'm really glad that I was able to make this my first playthrough, because this is one of my favorite games. And it's such a delight to play it, especially now that I'm older. So, thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate you all. I love you all for showing up. Have a good day. You all deserve it. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.